And if you're ranking dunk after this, I'm doing. How the fuck did Atlas just sign up? What? Um.
It's a mindset.
It's mine. I forgot to send it yesterday. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Just that's not. You're not. That's not supposed to be possible. Like, cause it started an hour ago. So I don't know how that even happened.
Okay.
It
The
just
reason
goes
I
If
through
you
sent
the
this
set
alt
your
game.
like
page.
local computer time back, does it work?
No, he's just able to do it from the all page.
From the web
Ah,
page.
okay.
You see where it says all upcoming attending?
Yeah.
It disappears from upcoming, but if he goes to all, he can submit it.
Oh, that's
Dude,
not.
After
that's
the
OP.
fact.
That's tech. That's method.
That's not supposed to be possible. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
method,
it's been
bro.
like that for a while though.
Unpatch it.
It's going to be
Anyway,
patched. That's not supposed to be.
anyway,
But anyways, as I was saying, King,
uh,
I was gonna say I might take it away now because it might be late. I was going to say because I thought I only had you and then Wix that if you stay after Wix, we can do yours from yesterday as well if you aren't
I mean, we can do it
busy.
another time. I don't have a problem.
Yeah. We'll just see how long everything takes now because I was not expecting to do
Anyway,
5 people.
what I want to say is,
Mhm.
I send this game because it's probably the worst game of League that I've played. Like the last 10 years, I'm playing this game. I did like 2,000 damage and I had no impact. I don't know why. I don't know. The game was went incredibly bad.
All right, we'll see. I mean, it's a short game, so anytime games are this short, then usually something either goes really well or really bad.
Yeah, it's the latter.
Okay, full clear down. Full clear looks normal. Jarvan full clear down. So you both full clear down.
Wait.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask.
Uh
When you go like for a scuttle, okay, and
huh.
I see now Jarvan bot.
Uh huh.
Should I recall and then go to the top scuttle or go to the top
No,
scuttle now?
top skill is good. As long as it's fast. Because here you could base right now, and if you instantly base right now, you'll be on time. The question always comes down to, like, sorry, the answer to the question always comes down to, will you be late to your respawning camp? That's always the question. If the answer is yes, you're gonna be late because let's say you're playing a champ that clears really slowly, then you should just recall, so you don't risk being late. But since your champ's pretty fast, right? Viego's not a slow clearer, especially if you smite this right now. If you smite this right now, and boom, and you instantly recall and you insta run to your Krugs, you're either gonna be on time or maybe you'll be like 1 to 3 seconds late, which is like nothing, right? But let's say your Krug is spawning in 10 seconds because your clear is slower, then yeah, you should have just based here, so you're not late. So the answer is always the question. I mean, the answer to the question is always, will you be late to your camp? If the answer is no, then do the double crab. If the answer is yes, then you should just do single crab and base. But now, see how you're looking for a gank? That's the issue here, right? Because here, like, you see how it's obvious from your camera and your mouse that you're thinking about ganking this guy, right?
Yeah.
But it's just a bad gank because again, my rules on skipping camps to gank is, are they pushing? No, he's not. This is direct middle of the lane. Third bush, right, direct middle of it. He's not pushing. Is he low? Nope, he's full HP. Do you guys have like super hard CC? Yeah, you can say Aatrox Q and Viego W. So we'll say like again, you need 2 out of 4. So no to the first one, pushing, no to being low. Third one is yes, you have some CC, and then 4 is mobility. He has flash up, so he's mobile. If he had no flash, then he'd be like, okay, well he's a mobile champion with no flash, but he has flash. Plus he has obviously his wither makes it so he can slow you guys. So one of you is gonna be a fucking crawling during the gank, right? And you also have no items, so you're gonna do piss for damage, correct? So
Yeah.
I just don't think this gank's ever viable. Um, or even if it works, it's gonna be so slow that it's not worth the time commitment, you know. So I think double crab is perfect here. I think the bigger problem is, you see, I mean, he has a ghost. If he had like
Um.
no flash, no
I
ghost, like,
fucked up. I fucked up my W. I believe he could have died here.
yeah, but I could also argue if he just runs and he's like with ghost, there's some skill shots in the game that are it's on you to hit, and there's some skill shots that's on the enemy to dodge. Like for example, I could be the best Nidalee player in the world. I could have scripts. You know what scripts are? And if I'm
Yeah.
throwing Qs on someone, even with scripts, if the person is like human or like the person is like playing correctly, you will never land a Nidalee Q on them, right? If both players play perfect, I throw perfectly, he dodges it perfectly, he will always dodge Nidalee Spear from max range, right? That's a skill shot where it's not on me to hit, it's on the enemy to dodge, right? This, for example, if this is on you to hit and you missed it, then I would agree with you. Yes, it should work and messed up. But this is still because he has Ghost. If he just runs through, it's on him to dodge. If he has perfect move, if you throw perfectly, but he moves perfectly, with Ghost is enough movement speed where he'd still dodge it. See my point? So when you go for like ganks or plays, it shouldn't be based off the enemy messing up. It should be based off you playing it properly. See the difference?
Yep.
Because this guy just runs through. There's no reason. Now, obviously, at this range, you can't dodge it because he's too close. But if he just keeps running like this instead of doing whatever instead of doing circles in the bush like he did, with Ghost is enough move speed to always dodge Viego W. You know. So yeah. Also, he took like when you decided to go for this gank, he was full HP. He just coincidentally got chunked to fucking below half as you're ganking. You're not going to predict that he's going to take the worst trade known to man right as you're about to gank, right? Because imagine he's full HP here. Even if you land W, if he's full HP, do you kill him? I don't think so, right? So point stands. But again, my point is, even if you kill this guy, because even right now you can still flash Q and kill him, right? So even if you killed him, if you ask me, what would I prefer to be like already based and starting my Raptors right now, or got a kill but you're super slow? I'd rather option A. Like you're just too delayed, you know. And now you have to base. Now going for these camps without basing is terrible because you're with no items. You have to understand you're gonna do these camps way too slow. One I always like to say like a mini story for this, or an example. League has changed. It's like we're in season 16. The game is 16 years old. There's things in League right now. 90% of things in League are new, but every so often there's some like rules or lessons in League that have not changed over the years. For example, I forget, I don't know who, someone in season 3 said for junglers that junglers should always play for winning lanes, never play for losing lanes, right? That they said this 13 years ago. To this day, they are right. That still applies to today's game. They've changed so many game mechanics, and yet that is still true about the core function of jungle. And another cool thing is someone did this test again in season 3. I don't know, Rowan 8, season 3, where they did you do like a stopwatch where you do right now, even though you're next to the crick, if you do a stopwatch right now, or sorry, from here, where you were after the gank, and we do a stopwatch of you with no items doing Krugs, then Raptors, right? And then when we go here, let's say it takes you 30 seconds to do all these 2 camps plus walk there. And then we do a stopwatch where that's scenario A. Then we do scenario B where you base here, and then you buy items, and then it's 8 seconds of basing and 10 seconds of walking to the camp. So you're comparing 30 seconds to just 18 seconds of basing and walking. The logic is you should kill these camps instead of it taking 15 seconds to kill Krugs and Raptors. You're gonna kill it and double the speed. So instead of taking 30 seconds, it's gonna take 15 seconds. And now it's instead option A is 30 seconds. Option B it's 33 seconds. So yes, it is 3 seconds slower, but the difference is it's 3 seconds slower. But after Krugs Raptors you base, and then it's not 30 seconds. Then it would be 38 seconds because then you're in base, right? So TLDR, this math was done fucking a decade ago, where it's basically always faster on your second clear. To even if you're right next to the camp, to even from now, you'd literally kill Raptors at the same time, or even faster if you base right now, buy triple longsword or whatever, then go to Krugs Raptors. The amount of time you're spending from walking and basing is less time than it's going to take you to kill this camp with no items. Like this camp with no items is going to take you forever. Make sense?
Yeah, okay.
So you basically always base here, no matter what. No matter what, and the only time you wouldn't base here is if you really have a specific item. Let's say you're like a Yuntal Viego only player. Like some Viego players only go Yuntal, right? And you really can only want to base on BF sword. Like you only base BF sword no matter what. Then you can make an argument that okay, I will kill these camps slower because it's worth the BF sword, right? But besides, so unless you're like you need these camps for item specifically, then you always base. And in this case, you're not going Yuntal, you're going normal build. So you'd just buy this exact same. Here you literally buy triple longsword. I would buy triple longsword here, and you have the money for that. Triple longsword is 1050, and you obviously had 1100 here, right? So you can buy the triple longsword, or you could buy like double longsword plus dagger. So make sense? Always base here. Because the idea is, you see how Jarvan ganks top here? you know you both clear down. So normally when you both clear down, that means when you're on Krugs, he's on Gromp. When you're on Raptors, he's on Wolves. When you're on Wolves, he's on Raptors. All your camps are synced together, correct?
Yeah.
So here, normally he'd be on his Gromp right now. He has 24 CS, but here he skipped his Gromp to gank top lane, right? And again, normally I was saying in my scenario, if you never went for this top gank, you'd be on your Raptors right as they spawn. You'd be on your Raptors right now, correct? So
That
look at
would be
the
my Raptors.
second.
I would have tempo advantage over him.
Yeah, so exactly. So here, his Raptors spawn the same time your wolves spawn. So his Raptors spawn in 8 seconds, correct?
Yeah.
So here, you see him go for a gank top. His Raptors spawn in 3, 2, 1, boom. You literally instead of walking Raptors to your wolves, because normally you'd be on your wolves right now, but instead you'd be walking Raptors to his Raptors.
I could invade him.
So
Yes.
you'd be on his Raptors right now. You'd be on his Raptors right now. See? And now guess what? After Raptors, you know now after top gank he's going to his Gromp. So now after Raptors, guess what? Now you go to his Krugs. His Krugs are up right now, and he's probably on Wolves right now. So now you take his Raptors and you take his Krugs, and now you're boom. You're plus. Not only are you plus 2 camps because you took the 2 scuttles, now you're actually plus 6 camps. You may be like, wait, how's it plus 6 not plus 2? Because the way Jungle works is when you take someone a camp from them, it's plus 1 for you and it's minus 1 for them.
And -1 for
Yeah.
him. Yes.
So in this case, you're already plus 2 from 2 crabs. You get his Raptors and his Krugs here. You're plus 6. Bro, 6 camps is like it's 700 gold and like a level and like 1/4. So we're less than 5 minutes in the game, and you can literally say with a straight face that you're up a full level and 700 gold. Doesn't that sound insane?
Yeah, it is.
So yeah. So a lot of times there's a lot, and this all comes from just basing earlier. It's such a simple concept, you know. So yeah, boom, boom, boom. Here I have no idea why you decide to skip your Wolf's Gromp. Do you have any idea why you decided this would be a good idea?
No.
Yeah, I can't tell you either. Because you could say, oh, I want to start Dragon here, but again, you know that he's already here. Because you know you both cleared down, right? And he ganked bot a minute ago, so we could kind of guesstimate, like, let's say each camp take 20 seconds, so 20, 40, 60, so he's probably just finishing his Raptors, walking to Krugs now, right? What the fuck did I just do? Okay, there you go. So you should know he's like probably here-ish. So it's impossible he's still topside. It's literally not possible. So there's obviously no way you're doing Dragon. It's not like Katarina is like a Xerath, a mobile Xerath. Katarina is a champ with a dash on a 4-second cooldown. This is not some guaranteed high chance gank, right? So and obviously, Jarvan's here. Who would have guessed? And Katarina's not gankable because she has 20 dashes. Who would have guessed? So we just skipped our wolves and ground for no reason. And this matters because normally, if you did because I want you to imagine you're on your wolves right now. Let's say it takes 15 seconds to kill wolves, right? So each time I skip, it's 5 seconds. So 5, 10, 15. Now you're on your Gromp. 5, 10, 15. You just finished wolves and Gromp. And now after wolves and Gromp, you're obviously going to walk into bot river for Scuttle, right? So now wolves Gromp dead. And now you're in Tribush walking to Scuttle. So you're literally here right now. As you're here walking to Scuttle, you see Thresh walks up on your bot lane. Fight breaks out bot lane. You're on Scuttle. Obviously, you notice this. Boom. You're right here. You're on Scuttle. You're pushing it downwards. You notice this. Obviously, they're fighting. Boom. You run straight here. This is super preventable, like fight. Or this is obviously you're ganking here. You know. And I would like to imagine if you're here, you probably save Corki and lose life, and you probably get a kill as well. And this is like game changing. You double kill bot lane. You pull dragon. This is how you snowball and win games. Correct. So. A lot of times it's not your fault your bot lane died. It's not like I'm blaming you for bot lane dying. But a lot of times in League, in jungle, it's such a domino effect thing where if you change your actions and you're faster on the map and you're faster on your camps, that means you are also in turn faster to your laners. And if you're able to be faster to your laners, that means preventing deaths. That means getting your own kills. Because obviously we look at this game where it's like, yes, your team's running it down, 0-2 mid, 0-5 bot. But the game is so volatile and petulant swinging that if you save this guy's life, instead of being 0-5, they would be 2 and 3, right? You would have got them 2 kills and they would have 2 less deaths. 2 and 3, that's salvageable, especially knowing that these are shutdowns because they are stronger. Boom. Even though it's 2 and 3, these shutdowns count as an extra kill. So if anything, it would be like 3 and 3 gold wise, And boom, your bot lane's back to being even, and obviously you get the first dragon. and you still have a losing mid, but it's we got the ball rolling. We got the ball rolling in some aspect, So yeah, because a lot of times we play these games and it's really easy to just adopt the mindset of like, oh my god, my team is so bad, I'm getting ran down. There's nothing I can do. I have 3 losing lanes, and it's true. Like Orianna lost, bot lane lost, had nothing to do with jungle. They just lost on their own. But it's incorrect to think that's not preventable. Okay, go back to our full clear. Same thing. I have no idea what has made you decide to skip. I guess here you're like, oh, he's top, so I'm gonna take his bot camps. But there's almost like always a ward and try. I've never not seen a ward and try, but bot violence. I would just do your camps here. Especially because you're so close to item that you just want to get Kraken in base, and you're like about it. Yeah, you literally have it. So Kraken. Now that we have Kraken, we can actually try to use our item to force some plays. I think hovering Aatrox makes complete sense. These guys pull up. Don't forget to drink your pot now. Funny flash. It's really common. A lot of times, as a jungler, you're programmed to always go for the carry. Well, as
I should have gone for the thresh, right?
A lot of times just hit the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
Especially as Viego, by the way, because even if you're playing Graves, I was still like
I could have gotten reset and tried to kill.
if you're playing,
Jinx.
because even if you're playing Graves or Kha'Zix, I would still tell you to hit the Thresh, because it's way easier to hit the guy that's available to you compared to having to flash and ult and chase the hard guy. But especially as Viego, it's out of all the junglers, he's the one that cares the least about target selection in the sense of like because any target's usually reset's usually good. Because even this is like the game's obviously going badly, but if you get like a double kill, triple kill here, you kill Thresh, you kill Jinx, and you kill Nasus, boom, you're back in the game. Because I guarantee you this Thresh and Jinx probably have huge shutdowns, So I think this, instead of you guys all die, looks like. Okay, Aatrox actually clutches up and somehow gets like 2 kills here. But I think you could literally get a triple kill here, and that's also boom, another. Aatrox is strong, but you need it's not enough for Aatrox. It has to be like 2 people to be strong. So if you got like a double kill or triple kill, I mean look at that, Jinx. Jinx has an 800 go shutdown. So if you got the Jinx shutdown there, I actually think you and Aatrox can like 2-man carry this game. But in this case, you're actually down a full level. Jarvan's level 9, you're level 8. So that was like your potentially game-winning or game comeback play. So just hit the guy in front of you. Very normal Viego habit. They're invading. You die. You're just 2 behind. This guy's level 10. You're down a full level. This Katarina is super strong too. It's hard. I mean, at this point, you have a 0-7 minutes and 1-6 AD. I think at this point the game's over. You just need to keep trying to force fights with Aatrox. But the second you lose a fight with Aatrox, the game just instantly ends on the spot. And here's a 3v5. Yeah, and you guys all die, and nah, the game is just literally over. So no, I think it's just the early game. It's the basing earlier. It's playing higher tempo. I think you could have saved ball in that one time. You could have got a 6 camp lead on Jarvan, which would obviously make it so you hit 6 first. And then when you hit 6 first, I mean, it's obviously a winning 2v2, winning 3v3, because ult advantage in general is super strong. And that was your way to maybe snowball the early game or make up for your teammates' ins. Then again, you're mid 0-10 and your AD carries 1-8, so their combined score 1 and 18. So did you lose your team in the game? No. Do I think it was preventable? Yes. Any questions? Any of this? Again, especially like the tempo and the basing and stuff.
No. I don't have any questions.
Okay. Sounds good.